Hey dudes, B Junior here from B Junior's Movie Cave on the Endurance Productions YouTube channel. Gonna do a pretty straightforward 2-disc special edition DVD overview from Arrow Video. I haven't done an Arrow Video review in a while. Happened to get this one in not too long ago, had to import it. It is the Arrow Video special edition of Street Trash. That's right, prepare for a molten hobo holocaust. Now you're probably asking yourself, if you've never seen Street Trash, it's hard to put into words what exactly this movie is about. What it boils down to is, folks, it's a horror comedy kind of in the vein of Frankenhooker, Army of Darkness, Toxic Avenger, films of that nature. Probably goes even a step further than Toxic Avenger as far as zaniness, that type of thing. Good old Street Trash. Look at that cover art there, guys. We'll get more into the details of the presentation here soon, but a brief overview of the story of Street Trash. Street Trash, how can I put this in words? It's one of those really wild, out there movies. It's basically a horror adventure that takes place in and around the world of hobos and bums. That's basically what it boils down to. Is the horror element kicks in because there's a local liquor store dealer that digs out a case of very strange bottles from the basement of his establishment. They have labels on them called Viper, and I think that's kind of shown right here in this little can that this dude is drinking and melting down here. Basically, Viper is some very nasty stuff. You don't want to drink it, and horror will ensue if you do. I don't want to give away exactly what it does if you haven't ever seen Street Trash. It's just one of those things where the special effects are very, very hokey, very, very over the top, in your face, very horror comedy of the 80s. It's straightforward, just nasty, sleazy, zany, really over the top. I keep saying that, but that's really the way it comes down. This poor guy's melting down into a toilet here. It's really, really nice cover art there. Here's the back cover, guys. Fully uncut. There is no scenes cut out of this film as far as I can tell. This DVD edition is Region 2, so you will need a Region 3 player to play it. It is a 2-disc edition, as you've come to know and love as I do. Got the blood spatter on the old Arrow edition discs there. They are uniformed. I really like that. Disc 2 with the bonus features on it. Pretty straightforward. The first disc has the movie on it and some basic features. It has a booklet. It's a good thick little 15-pager or so. Gives you some, I want to be careful with these pictures. Some of the UK guys over there put some racy stuff I probably can't show on YouTube. But it gives you like some stills from the movie. Just some wild stories that went behind the production of it. Look at that. Just what you would expect from Arrow Video. The second disc basically encompasses the Meltdown Memoirs, which is it's a little over 2-hour documentary. It's anything and everything you probably wanted to know and probably didn't even want to know about Street Trash. The movie, the making, from its inception to its release, inception to production to its release, everything. This documentary is made basically by Roy Frumkes, who you know from Document of the Dead. He's the documentarian that documented the George Romero film Dawn of the Dead and so forth. He's a film writer and maker and producer in his own right. As you can imagine, a documentarian of his style, they pack this disc literally full till it plays out to the very edge. This thing is packed full on that documentary. It also has Jane Arakawa feature, Arakawa feature. Basically a lot of stills from the movie on that disc as well from the production. A lot of inside dope that like I said, it's probably more information than you would ever expect about a little movie like this, but it's great to have, and I've watched the whole entire thing, and I really enjoyed it just to see what went into making this little horror trashy comedy from the 80s, or horror, zany film from the 80s. As you know, the Arrow editions also have the reversible cover art. We'll show you that. I think this is one of the more original cover arts there. The Meltdown guy. I kind of like the new cover art that they've commissioned, so I think I'll rock that. It's rare that I've been flipping these over unless it's a Scream Factory release on the inside. Usually Arrow's got some really great commissioned artwork, and I like to rock that on the shelf if possible. Let's see, let's get that nice and neat there, guys. Yeah, there we go. Everything, there we go. But anyway, Street Trash, as far as the picture quality and sound quality goes, guys, picture quality, I give it pretty much a solid 2.5 or 3.0 out of 4 stars. This movie, that's probably the best this movie's ever going to look. I do know that Blue Underground, I think it is, or Synapse, one of the two, has a great 2-discer out as well. Not sure about the picture quality on that one. I heard it's really knock your socks off too, or as good as it can be. I mean, as far as a DVD goes, and this little old cheapo horror movie from the 80s, it looks about as good as it can look. Okay, sound, I'm going to knock it down probably about a 2.0 out of 4 or 2.5. Mainly not really because of what they did or didn't do here at Arrow for the release. It's just that it's as good as it can be, because it's just one of those old little trashy films that probably is not going to be preserved in the Gone with the Wind vault at the major studios or anything. But to its credit, Arrow did put out a great release there. I've always been a real big fan of their library so far. I don't get them as much as I used to because I don't like to wait so long on the import time. Also because a lot of the times Blue Underground, Synapse, companies like that, and even Scream Factory, Shout Factory to some degree, release the same titles around the same time. So domestically I can just get those quicker, and they have about the same special features on them in a lot of cases. But Arrow, you can't go wrong. If you want to wait a little while for it to be imported and you have a region-free DVD player, I say pick it up, guys. Rock on and watch out for Viper. Bye.